using electric guitar strings on an acoustic guitar. For as far back as I can remember, I have used electric strings on this old guitar. The reason that I've done so is because I spent 30 years teaching all styles of guitar, pretty much. And I'd get kids come in and they play acoustic. I get kids come in, they want to play electric stuff. Some want to play blues, some want to play heavy rock, some, you know. And I use this guitar for all my teaching because this guitar is not a top quality acoustic guitar, I will admit. But I could pretty much use it for everything. I could get away with teaching various styles, apart from nylon string, flamenco, classical stuff, obviously. But I could teach all your pop, rock, blues, jazz, everything on this guitar. I could manage to do it. So I didn't need to have 3 or 4 guitars with me all the time when I was teaching all day. Which brings me to the fact that electric strings on an acoustic guitar makes for an especially versatile instrument. Of course, it's a lot easier to play because the strings are much lighter. But many of my pupils who had acoustic guitars, they adopted my practice of using electric strings as well because it was easier to play for them. Now, I'll get back to something I've mentioned before in another video, that if you're going to play out in public with an acoustic guitar, you have to amplify it anyway. And if you have to amplify it, and if you're going to do it with a magnetic pickup, like I have in here in the sound hole, you may as well use electric strings. Yeah, if you want a big strumming sound on a jumbo or something, strumming away to country songs or something like that, yeah, maybe, you know. But if you want to be very versatile, it works. Trust me, it works. Now this guitar is a chaser, and they appeared and then disappeared many years ago. I've only ever seen one again, and that was on TV being used by this sort of British Asian band who had a one-hit wonder with a song called Corner Shop. And I saw one of the guys here strumming away on one of these. Anyhow, the strings that I use on here are obviously not very light gauge electric strings. I use D'Addario 11s that start, you know, begin with an 11th thou on the first string. So D'Addario electric strings 11s is what I use on here. They're the kind that's kind of recommended for sort of jazz, blues, jazz, rock kind of stuff. You're limited to a bit how far you can bend the strings and whatever, but it makes for an extremely versatile instrument, as I've said. This old guitar, just by pure chance, had a very low action on it. So it works. Here's what it sounds like now. I've got it through my Roland Cube electric amp here, and that's just... That's my kind of acoustic-ish sound. I did try some 10s on here once, but the first string kept on, the strings kept on breaking across the bridge on this particular guitar. But I've got so settled into using these 11s now, I've gone back, I've tried some light gauge acoustic strings, which are not light really by the electric player's sense. And I've always come back to these D'Addario 11s. They just seem to suit me fine. Now here's what you can do with it lead wise. I just stuck this through a pedal. It's a Greenie Classic that my grandson loaned to me. He said it's something, a bit of a tube screamer kind of thing, but I don't know. It just gives me a bit, fattens the sound up a bit, gives me some extra gain, and I'll show you what it sounds like using this as a lead, bluesy lead guitar. So here's the acoustic. Stomp on the pedal. So there you go. You can very versatile guitar for all seasons. Close action on an acoustic guitar. D'Addario 11s, electric strings, extremely versatile. If you have just one guitar, helps if it's got a cutaway, mind you. If you only got one guitar, think about it.